Failure is rarely a sudden event. It is a slow, quiet unfolding that begins long before the world ever notices. Most people don't fail because they lack talent, opportunity, or passion. No. They fail because of subtle habits, silent beliefs, and invisible attitudes that shape their destiny without them realizing it. The truth is, failure starts in the mind long before it appears in life. And the patterns are clearer than most people are willing to admit. The first reason many people end up failing is their hunger for quick results. We live in a world addicted to speed, instant messages, instant entertainment, instant validation, instant gratification. And because of this, people expect instant success. They want breakthroughs without consistency. They want rewards without patience. They want transformation without discipline. When the results don't appear immediately, they quit. When progress is slow, they disappear. When effort feels heavy, they retreat. Yet every meaningful accomplishment takes time. Growth is invisible before it becomes undeniable. But most people never stay long enough to see the invisible part. They give up too early, not because the path is impossible, but because they cannot endure the quiet seasons of slow progress. Another powerful reason people fail is their refusal to accept their mistakes. Instead of learning, they defend. Instead of growing, they excuse. Instead of reflecting, they blame. They treat mistakes as insults instead of information. But mistakes are mirrors. They show you where you are weak so you can become strong. They reveal what you don't know so you can learn. Yet many people feel threatened by this truth. Their ego becomes more important than their evolution. And as a result, they repeat the same cycles, face the same obstacles, and wonder why nothing changes. You cannot grow from something you refuse to acknowledge. Self-honesty is the foundation of progress, and without it, failure becomes a permanent companion. Another hidden cause of failure is the unwillingness to read, learn, and upgrade the mind. Many want a better life, but they don't want to improve themselves. They want elevation without education. They want new levels with old thinking. They want growth without feeding their minds. But success is not a coincidence. It is a skill. And every skill must be learned. Reading expands your mind. Learning sharpens your strategy. Knowledge protects you from repeating the mistakes of others. Yet many people stop learning the moment they leave school. They believe growth happens naturally, but growth happens intentionally. The person who stops learning starts declining. Then there are those who love the appearance of success more than the work of success. They want to look successful, not be successful. They invest in image, not improvement. They chase admiration, not mastery. They speak like experts but avoid practice. They shine on the outside but remain empty on the inside. But the truth is simple. Real success cannot be faked. You cannot post your way into greatness. You cannot pretend your way into mastery. Those who prioritize being seen instead of being skilled eventually collapse under the weight of their own emptiness. Success, built on image alone, is fragile. It falls apart the moment real pressure appears. Finally, many people remain stuck because they argue instead of evolve. They defend their limitations. They protect their old beliefs. They debate every idea that challenges their comfort zone. They want new results but reject new thinking. Every suggestion is met with resistance. Every opportunity is met with excuses. Every chance to grow becomes a chance to argue. People who argue more than they learn stay exactly where they are. Growth requires humility. Evolution requires open-mindedness. Transformation requires letting go of old patterns that no longer serve you. But most people would rather win an argument than win in life. These are the silent forces that lead people into failure. Impatience, ego, stagnation, vanity, and resistance to change. They do not show up like storms. They show up like whispers. Quiet enough to ignore, but powerful enough to shape a lifetime. But here is the truth. Once you see these patterns, you can break them. Once you confront them, you can rise above them. Once you choose growth over comfort, change becomes inevitable. Failure is not a destiny, it is a direction. And the moment you change your direction, you change your life.